If you just joined us, they're outside Bowling Green, Virginia, at a U.S. military base that no one's been allowed into, and we just drove right in and are now getting the story. That's how Bohemian Grove was. That's how everything is. People can't believe we ever do this stuff. It's not that big of a deal if you just go do it, but you have to actually go do it. Just like the Bundy Ranch or any of these situations. And Obama knows that. He's just legalizing the felons and the illegal aliens and the murderers. He's just turning off your power plants. Well, we're just marching in and getting footage. I mean, it's what it comes down to is that all that evil men and tyrants need to flourish is that good men and women do nothing. And so many times, like Bohemian Grove, Skull and Bones, that have been infiltrated by myself and others. In the case of Bohemian Grove, and military operations I would cover, Delta Force operations, you name it. It's in my police state films. People could not believe it, like the military could not believe that I went and got footage of Delta Force in South Texas and that I had the tips to get it. And then one time they had guys with guns put the guns to our chest and take our footage away. But that was back when the system could get away with all this. They know now that blows up in their face. Plus, the military understands that this is treason that's going on. I think that's a big part of why we're being left alone right now, because they don't want to have a scene. They will not respond to us about the base. They will not talk to us. We've called the base commander or colonel. We have called their assistants. We have sent them emails, letters over the last 4 months. We've been stonewalled. So now our reporters have just waltzed right in. And that's what again, people don't get it. People think when I snuck into Bohemian Grove, that must have been fake because CBS reporters, Vanity Fair reporters, I mean, it's got to be more than 20 reporters have been arrested. Well, yeah, they go in and start asking people questions with a pad and paper. I snuck in and then hid in the woods till night came and filmed the ritual. That is the only reason I got in and was successful with Mike Hansen. And once I got in, I got on the payphone. They have payphones there, not cell phones in this gorge. And I called John Ronson and I said, come on in, this is how you do it. And then he swore me to secrecy that he'd ever been in there because he didn't want to get sued when he put out his TV show about it. And then later he went, oh, I was in there too with Alex Jones. People are like, Alex, why didn't you say that? Well, that's part of being a reporter, is that you have sources. And we had an insider inside the Grove that gave us code words. And again, I can talk about that 14 years later. That was in July of 2000.
Hail, fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, midsummer sets us free.
Anyways, long story short, it's so easy to fight tyranny. What do you think is going to happen? There's a real civil war. People don't buy the propaganda that, you know, John Wayne's a terrorist and Ron Paul's a terrorist and all, you know, Alex Jones is a terrorist and David Knight's a terrorist and anybody that wants guns is a terrorist, anybody that's libertarian's a terrorist. It's not going to fly, folks. And people will be looking for targets of opportunity in a physical war. The globalists will be hiding in armored bases, trying to send out helicopter groups to go grab people in the night to kill the leadership of the resistance. There is no leadership. We're headless. We literally love freedom, and we're not going to go along with tyranny. And we counter your legions tenfold 10. Literally. We'll be right back to see if our crew's out of the tunnel.